Now a week ago I was in hospital, had my hip done, but now I'm in shed. Everything's fine, recovering better than what we expected, so it's looking good. Anyway, on one of my last camps I'd took some things down, you know, to give away to folks. Like they're just tokens really. And I mean, what it is, if your name's mentioned in these things, I'm not going to like be one of these that like draw things out of hat, you know what I mean? Like the little tokens from, you know, like videos that, you know, that I've watched through folk that's, you know, brought a smile to my face. Now, I'm not one of these that say I watch a lot of YouTube, because I don't, you know what I mean? And some of them, like everybody else, I'll just, you know, skip through them. But good, they were, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to see folks out. But anyway, these little gifts, you know what I mean? Now, if you don't want them, you know what I mean, or you know, you don't want to send your address here or a post office box, then see if anybody else, you want to pass them on to anybody else. You know, I'm dead easy about things. So I'll get on with things. I'm gonna say a few plans for 2020 and see how things go. What I will say, and I know I've said it before, Camp Stupid is coming down in as soon as these stitches come out this leg. You know, as soon as I can get down there, it's slowly being burnt out, all that wood. So if anybody, you know, does want to get a camp down there for any reason whatsoever, you know, I mean, just drop us a line. I mean, I don't even have to be there just lately. There's no blankets, there's no sleeping bags that's there at the moment. Very little food, no water. So, you know, I mean, it's up to you if, you know, we'd have to carry stuff down. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my little video and see what happens. I love this shed. A man without a shed has got nowhere. Now, for old Snakehead, I'd like to get to Kurt, Red Owl Bushcraft, and one there for his lad. I mean, they're not a bad bit of fat one. It's, you know, it's in a thingy, in the sheath, and you know, I mean, if his lad's just getting out with him, so he could practice with that. Now, Kurt, I ain't gone all fancy on end, you know what I mean, like glued it or stitched some deer fur on it at all. But it's a good piece of fat wood. It's works well. I mean, also Christopher, young Damien's lad, fell wanderer. If he wants me to send him one of them up, you know what I mean, then fair enough. Kurt has moved to the coast. He says it is a bush ride away if he wants to get looking for fat wood, so there it is. For the Southern Legions, I'd like to send this down to Mike Tightwad. It's like a little pocket pistol with a fat wood handled striker as well. It fits in there quite good. Can hang it off a belt or whatever. It is taken from near a place called Thieves Wood, Sherwood Forest, very notorious in its day for footpads and rogues. One of them, a case being Charles Rotherham, if you want to have a look there up. And there's another piece there, you know what I mean, with a fair off life when the old lads around that fire and talking, remembering old days. So if Matt wants that, or knows anybody who wants it, drop us a line. Now, for old Caterpillar catapult, I was going to send this down to Nobby. Step away from the screens, but I've just seen that it's just made a load of flashings out of wood. But anyway, this is just one of them potato peelers. It does work pretty well actually, you know, for a street gat. It's just done on with a bit of leather. I got the catapult elastic from Pat and Bev, and it's just got an old training shoe shot there, slingshot there. But anyway, he's not having it. I'm keeping that myself. He's got plenty of catapults. But anyway, that was for you, Nobby, if you hadn't made all them flashings. Now this here, antler on, self-done parch, ferro rod, little bit of Sherwood Forest fat wood and a striker, was for Ken Allen. Now what it is with Ken, he lives over at Pond, and I know he watches a lot of people's videos and nearly always comments on my videos. Now what it is, Ken, I don't know like all these regulations about sending bits of horn over to other side of the pond, especially fat wood. I know Australia is very, very keen on what you send over, so if you've got no use for it whatsoever, but you know somebody over this side that might appreciate it, let us know. Now this here is just another little antler horn ferro rod. I mean, who I'd like to give this to? I mean, he has no reason to want this whatsoever. He's a very private man, but I do watch his videos, and they're good. They are good. Now, no other than Johnny Outdoors. Now Johnny, I know that you could get onto me on Instagram, so if you've no need for it, mate, or you know somebody who'd want it, just pass it on. Other than that, it stops in my shed. Well, my hip bone walking survival stick. Could go to a couple of people, whoever whoever gets in touch first. But anyway, yeah, Roger and Diane gone for a ratch up there in them Cumbrian hills, but also Dean Reed. I've met Dean a few times. Good solid guy. I mean, I've just seen him do Pennine Way, Cleveland Way, all in a matter of about 5 weeks. Anyway, there is a few arrows in there with it. Now, this is really for when they start with the knees and the hips, and you can feel that, you know what I mean, and if you can't make it off their moors and that, you can at least, you know, I mean, it's fatwood really, they won't let me have my hip bone, but it looks a bit like one. And you know, you could at least like try and make a fire, you could like catch a sparrow, you know, just for a day or two, and generally use it as a walking aid. Now, I would imagine that these trio will have problems with the knees and the hips once, and if they do accept this and they're ever walking with it and they're going in pain and that, they'll look at that and they'll say, you know, that frog, you were right. Well, as I've said, as with gifts, just take them or leave them. The choice is yours. Anyway, my plans for 2020. Will I be out camping? Yeah. I think I will be doing a lot more solo camping. Camp Stupid is definitely going this spring. It's coming to its own. I've spent a lot of time down there this last autumn and winter, and it's time to go. And I you know, really mean it this time. There's been some really interesting visitors that's passed through Camp Stupid just lately. That's you know, made you think about things, you know, about, you know, some results and that you've been playing on your mind. And as for them where I've been parking my car up, I was out there with Ginger Bushcraft, I think it was one time, and I went up to him and I says, look, you know, I mean, you'll see my car here a bit. And they're brilliant. I was talking to them not so long back. They've been watching my car, they've been looking at my car, and even when it's been raining, they've been thinking, you know, what's the twat doing down there? But that's how it goes. Love that wild camping. And so, yeah, it's good, mainly woodland. If I go out into hills, it'll be in tramper van. I am thinking of doing a bit of a tramper van next year. I think we're going to Ireland actually for a couple of weeks. And as for Angus, I mean, Angus is a dysfunctional dog at times, but he's becoming a very, very, very good trusted friend. I mean, if any of you's ever come across him at Edale and that, like Viking Midge, the Cosmic Coat, you know, and a few others. I mean, he's getting better by the week. He's really coming into himself. So I like dysfunctional sheds, messy sheds. When I'm looking round, and what I've come across is a long net. Now this long net is about 25-30 metres. It is very hard to train a dog to long net, so I'm not going to say that I'm going to have a lot of success in that, but I've got purse nets. I'm not going to get a ferret, but you know, I might just get back out and do a bit more into hunting, camping. Well, I'll see. But other than that, I'm recovering quite well from op. And I can't wait to get out. I don't like being in arse. I love going in this shed, sorting things out. I mean, I can't believe what I've found in here already. But anyway, myself, I usually class like New Year as 23rd of December. I mean, your winter solstice has been, the days are getting a couple of minutes lighter now, so you know what I mean, it's that to me it starts. So I think it's 29th today. So if any on you watch this video and you want any of them things, and you know, you're a regular watcher of this channel, then I'd like to wish you all a happy new year, prosperous new year, and hope that you know, you get some of your dreams in 2020. So on that note, I'm going to potter on with things and leave you all to it. Till next time, bye. I mean, this is quite tidy now, but I just love messy sheds.